Shalom, Cosmic Family. The Cosmic Professor is channeling live from the cosmos, and today we're here to talk about Venus in Taurus, okay? So 2 days ago, Venus just went into Taurus, and some of you already know that Venus is at home in Taurus. That is, Venus rules Taurus, okay? So it basically is exalted, all right? Like it has so much space to do what it likes to do, because the energy is mutual. You know, when the vibe is mutual and someone is vibing with you, or you're vibing with someone, then things seem to tend to be a lot more intriguing, okay, the whole experience. So that's what's going on here. And what I'm going to say today is, in a way, kind of going to be a little bit contradictory, because Venus in Taurus isn't the only sign that's affecting us, of course, right? It's only affecting one aspect, but what happens when one aspect conflicts with another aspect? It can throw you off. You don't really know where you need to head down, and that's why I recommend keeping up with your own personal birth chart, because all of our charts look completely different, okay? We all have different planetary placements bringing different energies in our different respective houses, which is ruled by a zodiac, okay? So it gets a little bit complex for those who's not familiar with birth charts, but I feel confident enough in my experience for those of you who would like to book a session with me, okay? So other than that, I really just want to get into the energy. So first thing that I understand about a placement like this is, and especially at a time like this, it's great to, you want to not just go to your what we call that. We call it, I'm trying to find that word. We call it something you fall back on, okay? You don't want to go to your usual. You want to, because we all have these things that we value, that we desire, right? Particular things that we like, whether it's a hobby, whether it's a food, whether it's music. We have these fallback things, and some of it we didn't build the best relationship with, because Venus and Taurus, they both resonate at the chakra of our sacral, right? Our sacral chakra. And it's all about pleasure and joy. And now it's not a bad thing, okay? Because pleasure in itself can bring a high to people, make some people lost, and it can be seen as the devil, as Satan, but it is not that, okay? If anything, it's only present to bring balance to the dullness that we, like our mundane everyday, life is kind of boring. You want to add a little bit of fun and sensuality to your experience, whether it's music, again, your taste buds, what you're wearing, the bright colors and things like that, right? Want to kind of bring some feng shui into our experience, right? So it's not bad in itself, and really it's there to create an act. It's there to create inspiration, right? Acts of inspiration. So once you understand that, then you understand that pleasure in itself is not the problem, but it's how and what we do in times where we feel inspired to indulge in pleasure, okay? So you want to reevaluate if the values that you have, because Venus is all about desire. It's what we're attracted to, right? It's like a lot of people, they equate it to relationships. It has to do with relationships, but it also has to do with what we value, what we are attracted to, okay? And so you have to evaluate if what you like and are attracted to, is it healthy for you? Is it beneficial? Have you been having too much alcohol? Have you been having too much sweets? You know, have you been sleeping in too much? Like, what's been going on? What have you been letting yourself do? Because like I see how these transits come again and again, and sometimes like we'll fall into the same things. Mercury retrograde, people think about the X's, they fall for the same kind of traps there. And yes, you know, it's saying indulge in your values. You know, it's a great time, treat yourself. Yes, all of those things great, but it's also too healthy for us to redefine the relationship that we have with these things, so that we can grow and that they can be more long lasting than like they end up destroying us in the long run. Okay, because you know, yeah, Venus is in Taurus, but Mercury is retrograde right now. So what happens when Mercury is retrograde and Venus is in Taurus? You can go back and again into old music, old foods, you know, lots of that stuff, and then you're like kind of fooling yourself. So you want to be careful there and understand all of the time that it's not just one planet in play, and you want to it's very helpful to know that every planet and sign has a positive, a light attribute, and then a shadow attributes as well, right? So you want to understand that, and it will help you to find that middle line, so that way you can you know, healthfully indulge in both. Venus and Taurus, you can treat yourself again, but you can redefine your values, find more healthy, create more healthy experiences for yourself, right? So that's very, very important. And other than that, that's really what I wanted to talk about. But here's just some things that you can do to like treat yourself and make the most of this energy. You guys can go and refreshing the interior of your home. Okay, you know, it's a great time to like do a bit of a cleansing. You know, the old things that no longer is resonant with you, your values, you can go ahead, cleanse that, get some new things that like actually mean something to you, and sparks inspiration, positive inspiration in you. That would be very helpful. You can do the same thing for your wardrobe. You can get clothes that seem to help you express yourself more authentically. Okay. You know, it's a great time for dietary change, because again, the Venus and Taurus, they're very sensual, so they rule our senses. So anything to do with food, making changes there, you have the support of Venus in those regards, especially Mercury being retrograde in Gemini. Okay, it will definitely help you make some changes and adjustments there. It's a great time to embrace your value, things that you have to share with others, your creativity, and like charge your worth, and go out there and be yourself, and do that, like embracing your value, being confident in that, and not shying away from that. People will see it too. Okay, definitely at a time like that, because we're all connected to the beauty right now. Anything that's beautiful, that has value, and someone's kind of mirroring that energy to us, we will be able to receive it. But if you go out there and you're not mirroring that, you're timid or whatever the case may be, then people will see that and they will not feel that sense of value. And that's just a general rule. You know, a lot of these planetary placements and signs, they just highlight things that is already a thing. They're not doing anything magical, like, you know, anything crazy, but they're definitely bringing some things to our awareness, okay, that you can take no matter what transit it is, some of these things, and then you'll find yourself having to like pivot sometimes when you need to. Last two things that I want to say is definitely watch out for jealousy, because at times like this where people are doing nice things for themselves, they're seeming to you know, get little nice blessings, money, things like that. It's easy for people to become jealous with relationships. It's easy for people to become jealous, okay? Especially with Jupiter and Aries, we're all feeling a bit competitive. We're all feeling a bit fired up. So you want to just monitor that, ground yourself, because when we're connecting with the sacral chakra, there is a need to also balance it out with the root chakra. What I love to do, I love to work on all three at the same time, the three lower chakras, the root, sacral, and solar, to kind of help there be a nice flow, okay? But if I could recommend anything, I would definitely recommend balancing the sacral chakra with the root, because it will help you to kind of ground, and things like pleasure and anything that like kind of, you know, shoots that energy, that powerful energy that we feel sometimes very sensitive. Oh, I want chocolate. Oh, I want that kind of sense of dopamine. Grounding will definitely help you with that, okay? And Taurus is a slow moving sign anyway. It loves to connect with its senses. It loves to connect with the earth. Those are things that it loves to do. So find different things, slow activities, reading, going for maybe exercising, right? Going for a bike ride, a walk, whatever the case may be, all very helpful. You know, drinking teas, you know, your root teas, especially eating vegetables. Your diet has a lot to do with that, and that will also help you with your solar plexus, because the solar plexus rules over the digestive system. And you know, if you're eating more healthy foods, because we become what we eat, so if you're eating more healthy foods, more grounded foods, nature-based foods, that will definitely help you to get your discipline in order, okay? And it will kind of shift your vibration a bit from like constantly needing that sugar and all these things that seem to pull on you a lot, okay? So it's definitely very helpful. And last thing, watch out for laziness, because Taurus can bring a bit of complacency, all right? And like in any sense, you know, not wanting to compromise with some of your attractions, or just simply like allowing yourself, hey, I'm just going to eat ice cream today, you know, and I'm not going to do anything else. Watch out for that. You can easily find yourself in that space. Other than that, again, I think it's the perfect time to do little nice things for yourself and enjoy it, okay? But I think the key thing there to remember is if it's adding to you, or are you abusing it, like what's going on. Give it an honest look there, reflect a little bit, and I feel like your answers will manifest. It will come to you. So that is what I have for you guys this week for the weekly update, and I will be seeing you guys on Wednesday to continue on with the 12th house series, and we are on to Libra. Yep, we're on to the 7th house, so that will be very interesting. And interestingly enough, I think it's perfect timing because Venus actually rules Libra, so perfect timing on that. Anyways, I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Peace.